Commish, there was chaos on the timeline. The concept of Halloween candy came up, just was Halloween, and someone mentioned Circus Peanuts.
I mean, you gotta name who mentioned it.
Who was it?
I mean, you're the one that's bringing this up, so
I don't remember who mentioned it.
I
This
totally
came up
forgot.
because of
All
the
right.
Big Ten coach clip, right?
The Big Ten coaches.
Matt Rhule.
That's right.
They did the video of where there's like, hey, name a Halloween candy you're looking to come back. Some of the coaches did not get the assignment. They're like, I would like Snickers to come back. I'm like, it's still here.
Snickers are here. Snickers. Snickers are here, bitch.
I love Coach Brain.
They don't understand the assignment. Unfortunately,
I haven't been to a convenience store in 37 years. Do they still have Snickers nowadays?
I don't know.
Unfortunately, Matt Rhule understood the assignment, which is upsetting in its own way, as we are about to discuss.
Yes, he understood the assignment.
Matt Rhule, thank you for reminding me, said that the thing he wanted to come back is Circus Peanuts, those spongy Halloween candy things.
Nobody wants styrofoam, Matt Rhule.
Yeah. I trust him so little now to run that Nebraska program. If he can't be trusted with this, how can you trust him with Nebraska?
That bad. I feel like when it comes to candy, like it's all just there's some unconventional appealing stuff. I feel like we should be more behind that.
I mean,
I like candy corn.
Defend it. Well, that's another crime too.
I'm not.
Commish defend.
Why do I have to defend Circus Peanuts? You either like them or you don't. Like, I mean, what is this? Like, my dad liked them, my mom liked them, I like them. Why do I have to defend this to make other people like them? Like, I don't have to persuade you to like
thing.
I mean, maybe.
I guess so.
Commish family likes consuming styrofoam more.
It's not styrofoam. They're marshmallowy,
Flying
sugar.
saucers are styrofoam, canonically.
They make those biodegradable packing peanuts. Would you eat those too?
I mean, it's not food.
There are plenty of candies out there that I don't like, but like I don't have to talk about it. Like it's just a personal preference thing.
I mean,
so we have Jordan who has the trash opinion that black licorice is good.
I mean, that's totally true. All the black licorice.
Right. Jordan handshake Pitt dad.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad liked black licorice too. So, I mean, he liked Circus Peanuts and black licorice. Enjoy.
When it looked like Necco wafers were going under, we bought Puddles like 3 cases of them.
I'm not a fan of Necco wafers because
one of the coaches said that the candy bar they wanted was something like an Abazaza.
Abba Zaba. Have you not seen the movie Half Baked?
I haven't seen I've never heard of an Abazaza.
Okay. Well, Abazaza, it's like a nougaty.
Yeah,
bar.
no, I would
a
eat this.
Bar, yeah,
I would eat this taffy candy bar with peanut butter center.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
And so, Pitt Girl, your trash opinion is candy corn is good.
Candy corn is good. I don't like the tiny pumpkins though because they get mushy in the middle.
Too. I like candy corn too. I like the pumpkins too. Give me that autumn mix with all of that in there.
The pumpkins are real gross. I don't know how you do those.
I don't like the pumpkins either.
That's probably my favorite.
That's and you also listen to Music While We Podcast. We have covered the issues that we have.
I mean, Commish is Commish for a reason.
Yeah. It's why none of us are qualified for his job. None of us.
I just think candy's too sweet in general.
So you would prefer that you just get the pierogi out of the take one basket as you're trick or treating?
Arthur, I got something for you. Black licorice with salt. It solves the problem of it being too sweet because it's very salty.
We are taking the Scandinavian turn here on the Sickos Committee podcast.
I mean, I gave out chips for Halloween. I gave out Frito-Lay.
God! In Pennsylvania?
They had a deal on them at the store. It was like 3 for 1.
Oh man, that's upsetting. I mean, you do you, and I understand getting a good deal, but Jesus Christ, really?
Okay, what can you find in the individually packaged bags? Like, I can't just be handing out loose chips.
I love that idea.
You've never done
One chip per child.
I've done that.
I love when I saw that posted, and I was like, oh, he just bought all like the snack mixes that I put in my kids' lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got the variety pack, so there's a bunch of different options, but
they definitely would do snack size Hers chips.
Jordan, I have a question. Like you said, you like the salty black licorice. Are you
Yeah.
eating like sardines out of a can too?
I mean, I like sardines.
I also like sardines.
Out of the can. So
Oh
that's a yes.
God, Target is giving me Christmas pop-ups already.
Oh yeah, no, the Santa
Yeah.
commercial's already out too.
Anyway,
after
you can get a
Halloween.
28-pack of mixed Hers chips things for $14.99 from Target.
I mean, the food is food, man. Candy's candy. You like it,
I
you
don't
don't
know.
like it. I don't even care.
My biggest actually limit on food in terms of what I'm willing to eat is I am not willing to go farther than the grocery store that is 3 blocks from my house. So
Reasonable.
if it's not there, I don't care about it. Like
It's not there. It
people
doesn't
been
exist. It's
people
not.
have been coming to me like, "Oh, did you try this? Like, I don't know, this Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich or something?" I'm like, "No, that's a Walmart exclusive. That's too far away."
It's too far.
Yeah,
Can't
if
do
it's
it.
not at
Far
the
away.
nice Dollar General, I'm not going.
Ooh. HEB's got the good circus peanuts in stock. I may have to buy some.
They do. I almost went and bought some today, but I thought better of it.
Shout out to
They're
the
free, man.
Spangler Candy Company.
I mean, look, Spangler's a good brand. Like the CVS brand, they
make
get
the
all
good
stuck
candy
together.
canes.
They get
make
all
Dum
stuck together.
Dums, like the pride
Yeah.
of Bryan, Ohio, kids.
I mean, look, it's got to be. The only problem is like with the circus peanuts, they have to be soft. If they're like way too hard, which you get like a bad batch or
Oh,
like
yeah,
a bad
yeah.
brand, they're not good. I mean, I'll still eat them, but like I won't be happy about it. But I mean, otherwise, if they're like soft and they're supposed to be like fluffy, marshmallowy style
Commish,
things that like melt
I'm
in your mouth.
looking right now at what they're supposed to taste like.
Yeah, what does it say?
Commish, what is it supposed to taste like?
I have no idea. It's circus peanut.
Artificial banana.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I like banana Laffy Taffy too. So I mean, I guess that's probably right along the lines
Because
there.
artificial banana tastes like the good bananas that we can't have anymore because they all
Yeah.
died.
The
Mhm.
Gros Michel, or is it the
Mhm.
Cavendish? The Gros Michel, yes.
Gross Michelle, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did like PJ Fleck's answer of the peanut butter kisses and the black and orange things that you would get.
Oh,
Those are good.
Those are
I-
good.
PJ Fleck knows
liked-
ball.
I
He
like
does,
the
that's good.
coaches that just said super mainstream. Like,
Mhm.
what candy should we bring back? Like Snickers. Yeah, that's
Snickers.
Was
That's
it-
right. That's too
Was
Snickers.
it Bert who said good and plenty?
No, somebody.
Somebody
Jed
said
Fish said
like fruit
Jed Fish
flavored
said-
good and plenty, which
Jed
like
Fish
what's
said
that?
good and fruity, and
Yeah,
I had
what the
never
fuck
heard
is
of that.
Jed
I don't-
Fish?
I mean, I've never heard. I've never even seen good and fruity. I've seen good and plenty. Good and plenty was Luke Fickle, which is basically like candy coated black licorice.
Yep.
Which Jordan probably likes.
Good and fruity is red licorice.
It was like Mike and Ike's before Mike and Ike's happened.
Yeah, okay.
good.
So
Good and
that's-
fruity would be my name if I ever had to perform in a club, right?
Sicko Mally here with your game of the week for week 10. The Tar Heels from North Carolina traveled to upstate New York for Halloween looking for a treat, namely their first ACC win for head coach Bill Belichick. The Syracuse squad was in a similar circumstance, searching for their first win in a few fortnights. The Cuse crew was suffering with a slew of injuries, including a season ender for their sphere-slinging signal caller, Steve Angeli. Both teams were set to squabble in the cavernous convex confines, hitherto known as the Carrier Dome. The offensive Orange offense, out for answers, turned to a true freshman quarterback by the name of Filardi, who made his hay on the lacrosse team, not the way of the pigskin. The KGQ's defense made the first commotion in the contest, causing a fumble, scooping up the spear, and sliding down for a touchdown. The Orange added another field goal for a 10-3 lead, even though the QB, Filardi, still had not completed a pass. Filardi's first flung football finding a Cuse catcher didn't come until the clock read 6:12 remaining in the first half. The haunted Heels head coach headed into half with the contest close, only down 4, 10-6. The tormented Tar Heels took to the field in search of precious points on the Halloween holiday. The cantankerous coach called up a demon to dash through the defenders. June jumped and jaunted and journeyed for a 72-yard scamper and a 13-10 lead. The Cuse clique couldn't push the peanut for points and had the punt. The Heels headman summoned Demon again, who dashed through the defense for 6 more. Cuse then coughed up the pill back to UNC. The Heels hung up another TD to make the score 27-10, sending the Syracuse crowd to cancel their celebrations and head home hanging their heads. UNC 27, Syracuse 10.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Fashion podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of November 2nd, 2025. We are in holiday season mode. You can choose whatever holiday you want, I guess, at that point.
Justice for Thanksgiving.
So we're actually doing Veterans Day today. So
No, we're not.
I will fight the war on Christmas decoration encroachment.
Same.
I got my tractor turkey out there.
You have my
Fighting.
sword, Commish.
Fighting all these. I got a big giant turkey with a pumpkin pie in one hand and a pumpkin in the other. I'm ready to fight this Christmas decoration encroachment. I'm ready to go.
Decoration.
I feel like my opinion is less on like the sanctity of Thanksgiving and more just like 2 months of Christmas is just too much Christmas for me.
Yeah, I am here caping for Thanksgiving, not because I actually like Thanksgiving that much, but because 2 months of Christmas is way too much Christmas.
Look, I will fight. I worked in retail, and I was like, hey, no Christmas music until after Thanksgiving.
I get sad because we get to miss the only 3 Thanksgiving songs there are in existence: "Over the River and Through the Woods," "Alice's Restaurant," and "The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald."
Yes.
The classics. All my playlist. I have a playlist. It's just those 3 songs.
That's all you need, really.
I just I like Christmas. I just don't want to be burned out on Christmas before we actually get to Christmas. I want to still be able to be in Christmas mode on December 25th.
Christmas starts on Black Friday.
Yeah. I did see an advent calendar at the store today that was an interesting choice, I'll say. I'm going to put it in the chat here.
Let's see here. I'll read it out loud.
Oh, God.
What do we got?
It's in the Discord.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Honestly,
yeah.
Fuck me up with the Red Bull Advent calendar.
Is that a gallon of... Oh, I was about to say, is that a gallon of vodka? But it was alkaline water.
That's just something that someone left there.
I know. I was like, man, I don't know, man.
Okay, so we've got the Red Bull Advent calendar, and that includes regular Red Bull, sugar-free Red Bull Zero, Red Bull Sea Blue, Red Bull Amber, Red Bull Green, Red Bull Pink, Red Bull Yellow, Red Bull Festive Edition, Red Bull Winter Edition, and Red Bull Sugar-Free Winter Edition.
Oh.
I didn't know that there were many kinds of Red Bull.
There are even more kinds of Red Bull that aren't even included in the Advent calendar.
Back in my day, the only Red Bull you could get was just the original. And then they got fancy.
Original Red Bull doesn't even taste good, though.
No, just
that was when it came. I'm like, how did this get popular? I was like, let's throw some vodka in it. Okay.
Yeah, the thing that stopped me from getting this was that if you get this, you're committing to drinking one of these a day, and the non-sugar free ones all have 50% of your daily recommended sugar.
This is true.
So that I couldn't pull it.
Not keto friendly. Did not know that.
This is why I am an Alani Nu girly.
Mm-hmm.
I drank knockoff Red Bull on Saturday. That's how I stayed up to watch the end of the Hawaii game.
Folks, it is poll time. It is November, which means that we have a new poll. If you're listening to this on Tuesday, the poll will be open until 9 p.m.
If you're in line, stay in line.
Make sure that when you vote, you put just the team name. You don't have to put the mascot. That makes just the team name helps our poll person, Kevin, master of spreadsheets.
Yeah, spell the team name correctly. Double check on that. Don't be. I mean, the one that's always the example is Cincinnati.
Yes.
right? There's like one N and then there's two N's, but just figure it out before you type it in. Also, I would recommend, this is not like official rules or anything, but I would recommend don't get too niche about like what you're putting in, right? Like, for example, maybe just put Wisconsin, like don't put like Wisconsin scoreless streak, because the more niche you get, and I'm just throwing that out there, I'm not saying that people are going to vote for that, but the more niche you get, the harder it is for other people to also vote for your thing.
Mhm.
Yep.
So congrats, you just got something in very small font on the last page that we put out.
I am going to make that font so small.
Is this
That's
when
not-
I admit that I voted for Punch the Cat?
No, that's
I-
fine.
No.
I'm just
I think
going to
that's
have.
what I admit
Pudge
I
was in the
voted.
top 30.
Yeah.
And please
Yeah.
make sure whenever you're filling out your ballot on Tuesday that you put in James Franklin as your county solicitor so that he can pursue more football jobs and Penn State has to continue to pay him.
James
you.
Franklin for Pro the Notary, which is still an office that I don't even understand, and I'm a public policy student.
It's just the other side of clerk of courts.
Okay,
One does criminal, one does civil, and the pronunciation's prothonotary.
cool.
As someone who's actually on the ballot on Tuesday, like my name is printed on the ballot for real. Yeah, you can go ahead and write in anything you want. It's fine. I'm not going to be hurt. I do want to say that for the first time ever, like long as we've been doing this, I have tried to stick really close to, at least for the first couple spots on my ballot, like the top. I'm just going to stick to like college football teams or like notable individuals. I think I'm for the first time ever, I'm going to put something completely unrelated to college football at number 1 on my ballot. I don't think I have a choice.
Folks,
Holy crap. Sorry. I just read something on the Circus Peanuts Wikipedia.
what'd you read?
It says Circus Peanuts led to the creation of Lucky Charms in 1964, when a General Mills employee chopped pieces of the candy into a bowl of Cheerios.
And then Lucky Charms were born.
The
Okay,
OG
Yeah.
Marbit.
Lucky Charms do slap though.
Again.
Hey, Pitt Girl,
Hmm?
what happened today?
That motherfucker got fired!
You're
And I got to be
free!
Well, no, I'm not, because DJ Durkin is the
Yeah,
interim
you're in
head
no way
coach.
free. You're back.
I'm not free. This is somehow actually worse.
You're the Hunchback of Notre Dame meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm free. Down in a sewer.
Yeah. So motherfucker 2 also needs to get fired. Had a great conversation with Pitt Dad and Auburn Auntie about this. We collectively, I think, would like to see Auburn hire John Summerall. Is Auburn going
Oh.
to do that? No.
He's going to
No.
have a lot of.
I
talent.
know. Also, I do not trust the Auburn Booster Corps to do anything nearly that smart. So here
That's
we
not-
are.
Yeah.
Do you remember the last Auburn coaching search when they hired Hugh Freeze?
I do.
Where who did they pick Hugh Freeze over?
Any number of people.
But the one I think about, and because I don't know exactly everything that went down there, because once he didn't get the job, he tried to make it seem like he was just committed to Ole Miss the whole time and
Mhm.
hadn't been a candidate at all.
The Lane Kiffin
Mhm.
But
thing.
like,
yeah.
man, if they wanted Lane the last time, I feel like they could have gotten him. Like
Lane's
Was
not going to Auburn.
he was no, that's what I'm saying. He's not going now. Like he probably
No, he's going
would
to
have
UAP or Colorado State.
and it's just
He's going to
it's
Stanford.
funny to
Whoa.
me.
Projecting that into the world.
No, I don't think I could see Lane Kiffin coaching in the Bay Area. That's crazy. That would never work. Well, I guess it didn't work.
Never happened before.
So one thing that people on Blue Sky have mentioned to me, I think, thinking that I would be instantly horrified by it, and I am to some degree, but also is the concept of James Franklin to Auburn. And the
It
thing
could do
about
worse.
that is that Auburn could do so much worse.
A lot of schools are going to do worse. Just like there are not enough people for these jobs, folks.
Right. And
Girl,
the thing
yeah.
about hiring James Franklin is that he would go 10-2 every year, but the 2 losses would be to Georgia and Alabama, and that's not sustainable, even though it is a higher floor
Mhm.
than Auburn since 2013.
That having been said, throwing fourth quarter James Franklin into the Auburn chaos vortex,
Oh God.
like that's a
He's gonna go
spicy meat.
Super Saiyan. He doesn't have hair, but
Yeah.
he's gonna get the Super Saiyan hair just
his
immediately.
head starts glowing.
Oh, it's like Avatar State. Yes, there we go.
Yeah. So, like, I don't like James Franklin. I don't like this idea, but I don't hate it as much as I hate some of the other ideas.
Coaching groomers.
My cabbages guy is absolutely an Auburn fan.
I just love the Auburn thing. Is just like, yeah, they fired him. Yeah, you know, the
His
boosters
tea
who hired
time.
him.
Yeah,
the
I love
boosters,
that was what.
Yeah, that's what
people
signaled
off.
he was gone. Like they canceled his tea time. But the boosters that wanted him are still there,
Mhm.
and that's the problem. You know, unless they, you know, the boosters that hired that didn't want Harsin, they got rid of Harsin, and then they got worse.
Mhm.
Like they didn't even make a bowl game under Hugh, right?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh, is it been
There are
bought out?
projections that have Pitt playing Auburn in the Duke's Mayo, which I would be extremely about, but that assumes that Auburn makes a bowl game.
They need 2 more wins. I'm not even.
Assumption.
Yeah,
Big assumption.
they have to beat one
They
of
have-
Vanderbilt and Alabama.
Yeah. Well, they
Nope.
got to beat Mercer too. So you know.
They
You
do
know-
have to beat Mercer, yes.
I mean,
Given
Mercer's
what's
I guess,
the
well, they could lose to Mercer and beat both Vanderbilt and Alabama.
Mhm.
Pitt Girl, are you certain that Auburn is not presently run by venture capital?
Does the yellow fellow count as venture capital?
Venture capital isn't this emotional.
I'm sorry. They did make a bowl game with Hugh Freeze. I
They did,
apologize.
yes.
They made the Music City Bowl, and Maryland palindromed them 31-13 in that game.
Nice.
I forgot about that.
Well, if you don't want crazy boosters choosing your coach, how about getting your governor involved? Hi, LSU.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't like. I have a cursory knowledge of Louisiana politics. My dad still lives there. I know who the governor is. The funny thing for me is like, I didn't even know what he sounded like until he was like, no.
Is that real? Is that
Like, no.
accent real?
That's real. That's like he went to the Raging Cajuns. He's from like Acadiana area,
Okay.
and that Cajun accent is super thick.
Okay.
And it's like laced with like Cajun French. It is even more pronounced than my accent. It gets like, you know, like it's worse than Coach O. It is very, very tough to understand unless you've like been around it a bunch. But yeah, I was like,
I mean,
no,
I didn't have
no.
I didn't have any trouble following him in the press
No.
conference, but I did watch it and I was like, this can't be real.
No, it seems like a caricature of like Cajun Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes.
It reminds me of when in King of the Hill when Bill goes back to his
Yes, it's
Guillaume
very
tree.
yeah. This flower is wilting. This, you know,
I'm gonna give room service to Jangle.
there is something to that, but yeah, it is. Yeah, like it's like Foghorn Leghorn, but in a Cajun accent. I can't even like. I'm trying to like think how to do that.
I don't. You're gonna pull something.
I mean, it's just like I say, boy, but it just like it was like, well, you know
Guys,
what I say.
I don't know if you noticed, but while
Well, we
FBS
noticed.
maintained their order for the most part, there were some upsets. Over in FCS land, everything was on
Holy-
fire. Everything is on fire. Let's talk about number 2 Tarleton State dropping one to number 24 Abilene Christian. Number 4 South Dakota State dropping one to your Indiana State Sycomores.
Yo!
Our beloved Sycomores with like a
With
huge
2
upset
wins.
on
With 2 wins
South
in the
Dakota
year.
State. No, they're. I think they're like 3-6 now.
Okay,
Or
3-3.
They get
So-
it, they asses.
They did.
They sicked them.
Ayo.
Number
more.
6, number 6,
Sycamore.
UC Davis goes
Yeah.
down to the Battling Bengals from Pocatello, Idaho State.
We
Idaho
were
State
so happy.
Idaho State finally gets that like FCS win that they've been so close on so many different like tough games. They almost beat Montana in Holt. They almost like UNLV. They were so close to pulling an upset, and then they get the upset over UC Davis, who Dan Hawkins, head coach, is now on the Idaho State staff, and Cody Hawkins, the son, is his coach, and they beat his dad's former team, number 6 UC Davis.
Then number 8, North Dakota loses 1-2 South Dakota.
I mean,
Number 14, Lamar.
that's right.
Our Chaos Cardinals could not come back against other Cardinals.
That's right.
Incarnate Word beats up.
The Cardiac Cardinals could not work against another Cardinal. And that was in San Antonio. Like UIW got out to 24-3 lead, and then Lamar was trying to get it back, made it 24-17, and that's just how it ended. They didn't have any Cardinal magic.
Sounds like a Bruno Mars song.
It does. Or the Cardinals Devil Magic from Major League
24
Baseball.
Cardinal magic in the air.
Number 19, on a Friday night special, number 19, Northern Arizona goes down to Idaho in the Walk-Up Sky Dome. Commish.
I mean, I thought Idaho played lights out here.
Technically, they did. They played lights out defense. It didn't work. But
what happened, Commish?
Idaho, who I went to them and saw them play last week.
Oh, we'll talk about the Commish bump in a bit.
Yeah, we got a good one here. But Idaho they go dome to dome. So they go to Walk-Up Sky Dome, and they're playing like 7,000 feet above sea level. It's a Friday night Halloween game. It is the last game on Friday night. There's nothing else around it. There's maybe some World Series or whatever, but there's nothing else around it. And Idaho gets out to like a 26-7 lead. They were down 7-0 after they had like the cleanest block punt I've ever seen by NAU. Like he just took it off the person's foot.
It must have gone just straight into his arms. Like
it was just like that punt was so blocked. Like it was just like right. He punted it right to the guy's chest, who just took it the other way for a touchdown. And then Idaho rattles off 26 straight unanswered at that point. Then NAU comes back. They take the lead 29-26. So they rattle off like 3 touchdowns, and they get a 2-point conversion to which the 2-point conversion was the one in the dark that they made, but they couldn't count it, so they had to replay it, but then they got it again.
So this leads to the thing of, I didn't know that was a rule, or did the refs just sort of like freehand it?
I think that has to be a rule if the lights went out in the middle of a play, because the lights went out as the pass was being thrown. The defense couldn't see it. Nobody, I mean...
No, he nailed the pass, though.
He caught it, and I'm like, I don't know how the announcer...
I mean, if it was already in the air and
yeah.
it was on pace to hit him in the numbers, like...
I mean, just like...
Yeah.
No,
but
don't take this wonderful special thing away from me. The magic pass.
I don't know if there was any auxiliary lighting that he could see the ball or something on the other side of the I have no idea. But
I mean,
it was beautiful. It was a crazy catch.
But it didn't count. Like the ref came on the I don't know what it's called. The
PA.
Yeah, that's what it's called. And I love when refs have to explain something weird because they're trying to like, how do I work this into normal ref talk? So he like the line that he said was, the ruling on the field is that the lights went out. But I mean, so the play didn't count. They had replayed the down.
I think the lights went out was upheld after review.
Yeah, after review.
For further review, the lights are still out.
After further review, the lights went out.
It came back on pretty quick. Like it wasn't like that Super Bowl or something. Like
I feel
they were out, and then the lights came back up and he had the ball in the end zone. Like, it
'Cause
wasn't an extended.
when I was on the field at the Walk-Up Sky Dome, they had like switches down on the field, which like there's just the normal like circuit boxes, and I just feel like somebody leaned against something on accident and just turned one off. It was like, oh shit, and it was in the middle of the play. Then Idaho, after that thing, Idaho goes down, gets a field goal descended into OT, like a 50-yarder or something, which is great. They go into OT, they hold NAU to a field goal after this furious comeback, and then they get a touchdown and walk it off. And I get a text at 1:30 a.m. Central Time from Jarek, our friend in Idaho, and the one that walked us around. Jarek was just like, he says, 2-0 since the Sickos made it on the roof. And this is 1:21 a.m. Central Time. I get this text, and I was like, "Yes, in incredible Sickos fashion too."
So if you want your team to win,
Yeah.
you have to get one of us to climb on the roof.
I mean, we gotta do it.
Let us on the roof.
That's all.
Yeah.
One thing that I liked about this game being on Halloween night, right? Do you remember? I don't know. I don't want to think about how many years ago it was now, but do you remember the Big Ten championship game turf guy? Where like they had, but he was like everyone was like, yeah, like we like. Just imagine if there had been some facilities issue that had like required someone to come out, but like it's Halloween, so they're in costume, right? Like, because I was watching an NBA game on Halloween night. My Blazers were playing in the NBA Cup, and there was like a 20-minute long delay for a clock issue. Like the game clocks were broken, and an employee was trying to fix the clocks dressed as Waldo. And
Perfect.
so I'm just thinking, like, man, just if there's gonna be a night to have something where you're unexpectedly on TV as some sort of like game day operations staff, man, Halloween night dressed up in costume, I feel like that's the time to shine.
The last upset was number 22 Austin P goes down to Southern Utah. Even North Dakota State had trouble. They looked more mortal. Undefeated Tennessee Tech also was struggling.
I got some stuff about Gardner Webb in that game. Gardner Webb had the longest drive of the week for a touchdown. Also, Gardner Webb had the second longest drive of the week, non-scoring. So Gardner Webb was the running Bulldogs of Gardner Webb was giving Tennessee Tech like some hell, and they were only able to win by 6, which that's some OVC Big South action there.
On College Game Day, if you could watch it, we'll talk about this in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, you could because it was streaming on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But the Nick Saban's favorite beans that I always post because I love it. Someone made him the beans.
I love it because
not a small amount of them either.
Well, that recipe, I mean, that's got to be a half recipe because that full thing is a lot. Mish?
I want to say that I asked Game Day to do this like a week or something ago. I tweeted, I was like, hey, can we get somebody to have Nick make these like for a segment or something like that? And then like 2 weeks later it happens.
Just saying.
Someone was thinking about those beans.
Okay, now you got me thinking. College Game Day cooking segment.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't know why that hasn't happened before.
Yes.
Has it?
This is every morning show does this.
Yeah, no, I want the game day cooking segment.
Yeah, I want Kirk Herbstreit to get his hands dirty. That's what I want. I want to
Kirk
make
has
Mountain
ever
Dew
made
marinated
more complicated than a grilled cheese in his entire life.
like I said, like Kirk was like selling sausages at one point. There was like some Kirk Herbstreit brand sausages we got at HEB at one point. And so my wife just refers to him as Sausage Man.
Perfect.
so I'm like, that's like, I feel like Kirk Herbstreit grilling wise, it's like he has the pre-made burgers. He has like hot dogs that he just plops on the grill. Like, I don't think Kirk Herbstreit is doing any rib rub or like any brisket or anything like high tech like that. But I want to see him do that.
The last thing I have for you my friends, is a drunk mascot who got ejected from a game in the 7th tier of English soccer. Enjoy.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Tumbles over
Oh boy.
the wall.
Oh, that's drunk.
Yes. Oh wow. This is
He's totally
yes.
done.
Gives him the
Listener-
finger.
They're like, they're just yelling. It's like, Tommy!
Well, and of course we've got like classic English soccer team singing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
That was art. I love that so much. Now, 33 minutes in, we start the games.
I mean, we talked about the FCS games. We
Yeah,
have
that's-
started
no,
the
you're right.
games. We're just doing this in a slightly different order.
Did we introduce us?
No, shit. I forgot
always,
to remind Jordan.
As always, I am Jordan with this tonight. I have Commish, Pitt Girl, and Beth and Arthur on the ones and twos. There, intro 33 and 38 in.
It's Sunday. Happy Sunday.
UNC 27, Syracuse 10. At one point, Syracuse was up 10-3 with negative yards. They broke math. Now, you might be asking, who did Syracuse start at quarterback? Because they're famously out of quarterbacks. Listeners and friends, they started a walk-on QB who has a lacrosse scholarship.
And please note that he is only the third string quarterback, which raises the question for me of where West Virginia is getting all the quarterbacks from.
Anyone can be a
PRT, we
quarterback if they believe enough.
We already discussed this. The PRT is just shipping in new QBs.
Doors open, new
Doors
QB
open.
comes out.
I heard you need another one, Rich.
It's really more of a human replicator than a transport
That's what
system.
it is. It's
Does that mean
just
that
red-
you're not necessarily the same you if you get in the PRT and you go somewhere and then you get out?
We need to find out.
Okay.
I wonder if it,
I
like
don't
they come with
these,
like a.
quantum experiments in the PRT. It's not meant for that.
I want to see like is it just like a random QB name generator too?
Someone's had
like-
to have made a random quarterback name generator.
I mean, Georgia quarterback name generator is pretty easy. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt softball player also, or baseball player also is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. There's only like 4 QBs that have thrown passes for West Virginia, but I swear more have like ran the ball.
Beth definitely said that we're on number 7, and I believe her more than I believe the statistics.
There have been, we had at least 2 that I saw play who only ran running plays before they decided to end that experiment.
Yeah, there was. Let's see here. We have throwing passes. We have Nico Maricol. We have Scotty Fox Jr., Khalil
Right.
Wilkins, Jalen Henderson. Those are the 4 QBs that have thrown passes. So Jalen, Scotty, they've run the ball. Nico, of course, has run the ball. Max Brown has ran the ball twice.
Not
Okay.
that one.
Not
Different
that one.
Max Brown.
Nick, no, he has not thrown a pass though.
No, no, that was aborted quickly.
Khalil has also ran the ball too. I do want to say that you got a good average for your punter, Oliver Straw. One rush for 12 yards.
I want to say that the broadcast seemed to love bringing up how bad UNC was. And one of the things they mentioned was Carolina had not led against a P4 team in more than 300 game minutes.
Yeah, and then what happened?
The last time they led a P4 team,
But was the opening drive against TCU.
that beautiful opening drive, best
That's
scripted
right.
drive of the year, baby.
Stop the count.
That's the count for UNC this year. So I want to say this, like this game itself, I was torn between this one and Mississippi State and Arkansas for the game of the week. So we put it up to vote in the Patreon, and they were like, it's Halloween, it's something like, but like Syracuse doesn't have any quarterbacks. They're like, no, let's go with it. I'm like, okay, fine. I just love the fact that the quarterback Fratelli, the lacrosse player, who is a lacrosse defender, He plays defense in lacrosse. Was 0 for 8 to start the game, but somehow Syracuse was winning the game 10-3.
Pitt Girl, was I talking to you at that point? We were like, oh my God, he's like 16. He looks like he's 14 years old and gonna die.
Yes. Oh my God, sweet baby face, child.
He's a freshman. He's
He
a walk
is,
on.
but like he's a particularly baby-faced freshman.
Yeah.
Like
I mean-
Mason Heinchel, also a freshman, also baby-faced. Not as baby-faced as Syracuse quarterback.
Who put for Kentucky at Auburn? Why do I feel like this is going to be stupid?
That was me.
Winner,
And it
winner,
was.
winner, chicken dinner. Ding, ding.
Hey!
I almost called the score. I was like, this is going to be 9-6 in
Yeah,
both
we
teams.
were
we
very
were
close,
very
and
close
also
on
I
this
love being right.
This
God.
was like this was the football equivalent of watching static on your television.
Yeah. I flipped back and forth and watched some of this and was just like, I will not be watching more of this.
When
No, I couldn't possibly. No, thank you. No, I couldn't.
when Kentucky took the lead 10-3 in the second half, I didn't see that touchdown. I was like, I can't put this game back on.
No.
Like, I think this is the final score of the game. It's 10-3. I don't think Auburn's going to do anything with it. But I was like living and dying with Michael Casagrande's tweets. He's in like an Auburn and Alabama reporter. He's a follower of ours. But like I was living and dying play by play off of his tweets. And it was just like his Twitter. I was just dying with him because you're just like, well, let's see if Auburn can do anything. They get the ball back with 9 minutes left. And then they get the ball back with like 6 minutes left. Let's see if Auburn can do anything with it. Then they get the ball back with 4 minutes left. Let's see if Auburn can do anything with it. And they didn't do anything with it.
I had a migraine and was listening to this game on Varsity because I couldn't watch it for the reason that many people couldn't watch it. So I'm just like,
it was unwatchable. Yes.
I'm just sitting in the corner of my bed, of my darkened bedroom, listening to this on the radio.
So
I was watching baseball for most of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was a game that I was like not aware of, mainly because nothing happened.
Correct.
So like, but like usually if I'm not in a position where I'm locked in, and I also ended up watching baseball over college football in this time slot. Usually I find things out in games because things happen. Because nothing happened, I like the final score showed up and I was like, oh, I guess that game was going on.
the teams had as many combined punts, 13, as combined points scored, 13.
Perfect.
Another game did that too. We'll talk about that later.
I would like to read a little message for this game. This place is not a place of honor. No highly esteemed deed is commemorated here. Nothing valued is here. That girl?
Counterpoint. This game got that motherfucker fired, in which case, very much a place of honor, highly esteemed.
I mean, but also...
Yeah. I've also, what is here is dangerous and repulsive to us. Yes.
Yeah, that is true. What has resulted is still dangerous and repulsive to us.
Do you wanna like give a shout out to Mark Stoops for getting that motherfucker fired?
I do. Thank you, Mark Stoops, for getting that motherfucker fired. Kentucky, extend Mark Stoops. He has earned it.
Do we want to also curse Mark Stoops for getting that motherfucker hired?
I want to say this.
Interim is different than permanent. I don't like DJ Durkin's odds of keeping this job, so I think it's fine.
I want to say
it's not fine, but like in the scheme of things, it's fine.
So I made the graphic, which is in the thing, is like Mark Stoops got that motherfucker fired, and then I posted
Thank you for
it.
making that.
Yeah, I had to. I told you I would if it happened.
So good.
And I was like, hey, if this happens, I'm making this for you, and it happened, and I made it for you. So it's just the Kentucky fans were just like, man, Mark Stoops was like, I'm taking you motherfuckers with me. Like he's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me too.
He's going down swinging.
I was like, I'm going to hell. I'm taking you to hell with me, Hugh Freeze.
The drive chart of this reads like a dance track. Punt, 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 punt,
punt,
field goal, punt, 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 interception, field goal, punt, punt, punt.
Some interesting facts. This is Auburn's first loss when allowing 10 points or fewer since 1991.
Pitt Girl was not alive.
I
Arthur
was not.
alive. Yeah.
The Tigers are 1-5 in the SEC for the second year in a row, and Hugh Freeze is 2-9 in the SEC at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
He finished.
Final record.
Final record 2-9 at home in the SEC.
Damn it, Jordan.
That was good. That was so good.
Thank you.
Well, if you want a game also that didn't have much, can I interest you in the first leg of the Pac-12 Championship? Apparently, this was a non-conference game, and the next one is the conference game.
What?
But we're not going to count it that way. Don't worry.
No.
Wazoo 7, Oregon State 10. Also, this was on CBS for everyone to watch, although most people were watching.
I sang that song so many times on Saturday.
Can we do this in like the Champions League thing? Like the Pac-12.
Mm-hmm.
Like the champions. The
Commish,
champions.
what is our fun fact for this game?
Dude, this game was so awesome. Like I remember you like posted like, oh my god, the Beavers have scored a touchdown.
Yeah, it was the most exciting thing that happened.
It was like Wazoo had a chance to like tie with like a 25-yarder and they shanked the field goal.
Shanked it. Shanked it so bad.
Just straight up hooked it, I think. And
fuck me, God.
Just bad. Whatever. We didn't need more of this game in OT. But Oregon State 10 points. Oregon State 10 punts. Wazoo 7 points. Wazoo 7 punts.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
A point per punt.
Oh god, that's yeah.
I jokingly said like the tiebreaker's got to be the away punts. So yeah. Wazoo's got 7 away punts.
Because this is, but those two games were advanced viewing, we'll say.
I mean, they're like Sickos prime viewing, and that's why we're talking about them first.
Yep.
Yes. Well, Commish, you lobbied for Mississippi State or Arkansas for game of the week. Mississippi State 38, Arkansas 35. My favorite fun fact from this game is that Arkansas committed a program record 18 penalties for 193 yards.
That's so far.
That's so many.
There's a lot of yards, man.
That Bobby
that's like 2 touchdowns of yards. Almost.
Mm-hmm. I love the fact that Arkansas only had 1 more yard passing than penalties. They had 194 yards passing. And they had 193 yards of penalties. They had 239 on the ground. 433 overall. They didn't turn the ball over. They had a lot of penalties though. But they didn't turn it over. And then Mississippi State scored with like less than a minute left. They got a touchdown to take a 3-point lead, and Arkansas had a chance to tie it at the end, and it just didn't work out. They failed on downs, and I mean, this was classic. I love this game so much because it was like punt, touchdown, punt, touchdown, punt, field goal, and a half. It's like, yes, let's go. Touchdown, downs, touchdown, punt, interception, touchdown, punt, field goal, punt, touchdown, downs, end the game. It was just like,
can you chop that up and like
yes.
Get a little auto tune?
Probably.
Touchdown, downs, touchdown, punt.
Yeah, it was like
touchdown.
This was like a beautiful Sickos dance.
The tale is old as time.
Yeah, that's right.
The Sickos dance.
Tale as old as time.
Touchdown, punt.
Petrino in the East. No, I'm sorry. Beauty and the Beast. That's right.
We only had 2 Maction games this weekend because they're switching over to midweek games.
Max is coming soon. It'll be coming on Tuesday when this podcast comes out.
Buffalo 28, Bowling Green 3. This is the battle of teams that lost to Akron and Kent State last week. Buffalo is a pretty good team.
I don't. Buffalo has been a bit of a roller coaster this year. Like,
absolutely.
They have not been consistent whatsoever, and so this kind of threw me off. a bit by them, but they were like, it was a good buffalo, and they have like if you ever go to like a wing place, a couple of different wing places,
Yeah.
and then you try their hot, and it's not all the same level across that, and that's what I feel like the spicy or the hot level, or like sometimes you go to some place and like their mild is the same as the hot. Like there's not any consistency in the buffalo here, but I mean,
So we need like a Buffalo Scoville scale.
yeah,
sounds
we
good to
like
me.
we need the buffalo, the Scoville scale. I love that.
I want
The
to shout out
buffalo scale.
Tunde Fatukasi.
Good
He
job.
started at
I
center,
think.
making him the 6th known player in FBS to start at least one game at all 5 offensive line positions.
Wow.
15 at left tackle, 7 at right guard, 7 at left guard, 1 at right tackle, and 1 at center.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. That's such a cool fact. Also, Pudge's birthday is on the 3rd, or the observed.
Yes.
Observed.
Yes, we
Queen's
talked
birth-
about this on the Tuesday show, but if you were in the Bowling Green area, go observe Pudge's birthday.
Well, if you were, we hope you did.
Yes.
Yes.
Linear time was a mistake?
right.
It is a mistake, yes.
I do love the idea of Pudge's birthday being the day after Puddles. That just makes me very happy.
Happy birthday, Puddles!
Happy birthday, Puddles.
Yes, it is Puddles Day. Happy Puddles Day.
Happy Puddles Day.
That's why I'm not celebrating Veterans Day today. It's not time yet.
Raging Cajuns 31, South Alabama 22. The Raging Cajuns quarterback, Lunch Winfield.
Lunch.
15, 232 yards, 2 TDs, 0 interceptions. He started 13 for 13, which is a school single game record.
Man. That's a spicy pepper there. Woo. But I bet Jeff Landry was happy about that.
No, man, he's turned his back. He was just worried about LSU now.
LSU fans thinks it's like an inside job from the Cajun man.
Oh, I love that idea.
I
I also
He's
love
not
this
here to-
idea, to be honest with you.
it's like he's from
LSU
he's
head coach Hugh Freeze. Give him another chance, folks.
I will be over here plotting long term to be governor of Pennsylvania so that I can inside job Penn State.
I love that, like, he did we said like it was on Pat McAfee. I'm like, what are you doing, Louisiana governor?
Mhm.
Talking about getting Scott Woodward out of here. It's like, just what are you doing? Don't go on Pat McAfee. Like, you got a state to run. You not and then after that happened, like the state was just like, you need to get the hell out of LSU football, and like he's not said a word since like Friday. And so it's just like he's like, I'm not, the board of directors is gonna do this. I was like, okay, whatever. Foghorn Leghorn Cajun man.
Despite a government shutdown, Army 20, Air Force 17. The games keep going, folks. Although on their websites, there's a little banner at the top telling you this fact. Like it's a
Yeah.
warning banner.
This one thing is like Army didn't pass that much.
No.
But Army, like when they needed a big play, they were like, we're gonna pass. Because this is like Air Force can't stop us.
Why
Like,
they're
through the air.
why they're annoying as Air Force, by the way, has the worst pass defense in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Army passed 9 times. They completed for 5 for 102 yards.
Yep.
The one is that to set up the game-winning field goal.
This was the one that I saw, and it
Yeah.
will never not be a joy to watch Army just blow the top off of an opposing defense.
Yeah, like Army hit with a 42-yard pass with like 25 seconds left in the game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will say Air Force air defense a little concerning for our national
concerning.
security.
A little concerning.
I was
I
going to
just
make a
love
Top Gun joke, but that's Navy. Never mind.
That's all right.
Mhm.
My
I
favorite
feel like
part,
we have bigger concerns.
my favorite part in this game was they were talking about the Army Navy game, and then the cameraman slowly started zooming in. Slowly started zooming in to the crowd.
Lost my shit.
That was so
And then all of a
good.
sudden it was just slow zoom. And I was like, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And then the announcer was like, "They found Waldo. Where's Waldo?"
Dude, it was like a Kubrick shot.
It was so
It was
good.
so artistic. The slow zoom. Oh, it was gorgeous.
I was so tired of laughing, man.
Florida State 42, Wake Forest 7.
Well,
This-
I guess Florida State's alive.
Well, does this make the SMU loss to, because now we have that SMU loss to Wake Forest combined with the SMU win over Miami. So we have such a spicy ACC this year. Oh, it's a spicy.
You gotta stop trying to take one result to the next, because you're just gonna drive yourself crazy.
No,
Oh, it's a random number generator, man. I can't
Yes.
tell you
Yeah, it's almost
mean-
like we let the coastal out, Jordan.
I wouldn't say it's a random number generator, because I feel like a lot of things you can explain how you get there.
Yeah.
But I just think that expecting teams to be consistent week in and week out, like when it's college football, you've got injuries, it's not going to happen.
Wake managed 10 tackles for loss and 3 sacks and still let Florida State get 421 total yards.
Yeah, that sounds right.
This reverted back to like Wake versus Florida State, like period.
Hmm?
This is what's happened. It just reverted back to that. So, it's still funny that Wake is 5-3 and Florida State is 4-4 after this game. But again,
How did Wake get to 5-3? What?
Wake got to 5-3 and they beat Kennesaw State by 1. They beat Western Carolina. They beat Virginia Tech.
Okay.
They beat Oregon State.
Yeah.
And then they beat SMU.
Okay.
By
all right.
1.
Fair.
There you go.
Asked and answered. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's just,
Good job,
guess-
Wake.
Guess who Wake gets next? They get Virginia, and you have no idea what Wake you're going to get here.
Fuck that,
Virginia.
man. Hey,
It's at Virginia, but still.
hey, gamblers out there, don't fucking touch
Don't
this
do
one.
that.
The line is 1-800-GAMBLER.
Don't do it. Don't bet on the ACC. Like just don't.
I want to talk about just quickly about Minnesota 23, Michigan State 20, and this went to overtime. Did we all see the naked bootleg?
Oh man, that bootleg was so naked.
And the quarterback, the Minnesota
Fully
quarterback, Drake Lindsay,
Yes,
absolutely murdered someone with a stiff arm.
it was just like, oh no, he's like the naked bootleg, great play fake. Just like it's an insane call to do a naked bootleg. You don't do them that much, but like the player was like, okay, oh god, he faked it, so he was there, and then the player had to like fully go out, and then the quarterback just basically pushed him down. The quarterback looked at him on the ground too after that, and then he still scooted in for the end zone and the win.
Commish, I have something that makes this even more interesting. I believe it was either friend of the show, Roger Sherman, or Alex Kirshner. It said that actually it was supposed to be a run play, but right before the helmet comms went out, they told Drake Lindsay just to keep it. So the running back did not know that was going to happen.
Oh
my god.
It was a super fucking naked bootleg.
Oh, let's
so
keep him
naked.
guessing.
So naked Goldie the Gopher.
UCF gets palindromed. Well, let's discuss this in a second too. UCF gets palindromed by Baylor. UCF 3, Baylor 30.
I
Is that
guess
palindrome?
technically, yes.
Leading zeros
So
count?
that means 300 to 3 is also a palindroming.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like you only get one leading zero.
How many six bigs does this need?
yeah, if you do like the 30 to 03, I guess that'll work. It's kind of like, it just seems weird.
It's like the
But I think
scoreboard
it counts-
only has 2 numbers. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add a leading zero to the graphic, and that'll make it look better.
okay.
Thank you.
I love the thing now that College Game Day goes over the 11 o'clock time all the time.
Which, jail. I do not want to spend an additional 10 minutes looking at shirtless Pat McAfee.
He did take off his shirt again this week.
God damn it!
No one wants this. Stop.
He was
doing
trying to
this.
help Kirk Herbstreit rally.
Kirk was floundering. What I've loved is this tradition of teams that score a touchdown before game day's over.
Yes, that's my favorite thing. It's like game day runs long now. Like it used to end right at 11, like the clockwork. Now it's like we're gonna end it at
Or
like
it would be
11.
like 2 minutes over, and kick would be at 12:05, and it was fine.
Like it'd be 2 minutes. Fine, whatever. Now it's like bleeding into like 11:07.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, Eastern time. 12:07. Whatever. It's bleeding into.
I love that it took you a moment to do that math.
Yes.
Damn, you'd think we were in charge.
Hey, but I love that it's just bleeding into like we're almost like hitting 10-minute mark now.
Yeah.
Which is like, hey man, y'all gotta wrap this up sooner. Like game day, the games have started.
Like
Game day,
we've
you need
all
to be
got
done.
shit to do. Game
Yeah,
day.
we got games to watch now.
North Texas managed to score before game day was over. They scored.
Who else managed to score?
Was it Buffalo? Might have been Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo too. Yeah, it was just like, okay, I love that. The teams that score before game day is even over. That's kind of a thing we need to maybe keep track.
Yeah, we should start tracking that.
Yeah.
North Texas 31, Navy 17. Undefeated Navy is synced.
Yeah, is Navy good? No.
We did say that they had to make it through this path, and yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe, but also they got their ass beat, so no.
Navy had some chances to make this a game, and they made costly mistakes. They held North Texas relatively in check. I would say, like, even though it's still 31 points, but like they held their own, but like the mistakes basically killed them. Like the fourth down, like failures, I think they had a couple of turnovers. They had like Navy was kind of in control for a bit, but then they're down 14-0. The Navy comes back. Here's the wave in Navy, and then you fall behind 14-0. You can't make mistakes, and Navy just made too many mistakes at that point.
The best part, guys, is that North Texas didn't shoot out this game. They ran the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Running back Caleb Hawkins scored all 4 mean green touchdowns and accounted for 201 yards. They just ran their ass over. Like, you have Mestamaker, who's a great quarterback. He had a great game too, 19 for 24, but all the scoring was on the ground.
I mean, Navy had 3 turnovers. Just, you can't do that. And then like Horvath, 2 interceptions, like brutal interceptions. And then they had like a really costly fumble when they were inside North Texas territory. It's just like Navy's not built to come back. But if they could have evened it up at 14-14, yeah, maybe. But no,
North Navy goes 2 scores down.
It's hard.
That
but
kills the Navy.
They can tilt the game back if they can get it back on level terms, but they just could not get it back on level terms.
Coastal Carolina 44, Marshall 27. This game had everything.
It did.
Do you like medieval times fighting at halftime with the chicken? You got it then. How about glow in the dark uniforms? You want that?
Yes.
You
glow
got
in the dark airbrush uniforms. I am so mad at Coastal for this because I knew about the airbrush uniforms and the glow in the dark uniforms in August. And I let y'all know about these.
You did.
And I was like, they kept doing the previews this week, and I'm like, are they doing these or are they not doing this? It's like, is my information wrong here? I'm like, the full cast is there, like Lucy Rodin is there, and I'm like, they gotta be doing these. They showed
this game.
They showed them to like, what is that crew, the snapback or whatever, sports or whatever. They showed the video of this, and I was just like, they held this close to their vest to like when they entered the game.
They wore fake jerseys during warm-ups.
Yes. And I'm like, are they going through all these lengths to like just preserve the airbrush and glow in the dark? And they did.
I will say, So we as a committee knew about this. I pictured them a little differently than they came out.
I
Same.
agree with that.
That doesn't mean that they're not cool. They were extremely cool. The glow in the dark in particular was extremely cool.
Yeah.
But I was picturing a little bit more like bigger, like the airbrush cheese with the like very visibly like full airbrush. They were still very good. I'm not knocking them. I'm just
No.
saying, like, Coastal, expand your vision.
Yes. Go further.
There's room to run.
There were
Lisa,
skulls on
Frank.
there were skulls on a sword. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes. And like turnover rave also, because
Yeah.
this game was actually pretty close for a while, but Marshall kept coughing up the ball. And they were like flipping lights and doing like full like skulls on the sword and rave for the
Mhm.
turnover. And Coastal hadn't had a turnover all season, and then they got 5 in this game.
I just want to say this is what Marshall did in the third quarter. It was they were up 20-17 at halftime. Marshall's third quarter drives, touchdown. They're up 10 now, 27-17. Then they go 1 play fumble, 3 plays fumble, 2 plays interception, 7 plays fumble, and then 4 plays punt, 3 plays punt, 5 plays downs, 13 plays 69 yards
Nice.
downs.
So cursed. God.
That's how they ended.
That fumble int is such a, oh God, that's awful.
Like that's their third quarter touchdown. Just come out of half. You got a 10-point lead. You're riding high, Thundering Herd. Then you go fumble, interception, fumble
Jesus.
for the rest of the quarter.
Well, we'll do our ad read right now. Folks, we got lots of things you can follow us on. But the first thing we need to talk about is our exclusive and official apparel brand, Home Field Apparel. I see Pitt hoodies. I see a New Mexico shirt. I'm wearing my Duke's Mayo Bowl shirt.
The Lobos. Ow! Ball!
Home field ad teal.
Use our offer code yes, ha ha ha, yes, 3 ha's for 15% off your first order. Join our Beehive. It's where we do our written work, our weekly Sickos synopsis, our stat summaries, and our weekly food fusions.
Behave.
If you are going to games, use Vivid Seats. Use offer code Sickos20 for $20 off your first purchase of $200 or more. Check out our Patreon. $5 a month gives you access to the Discord. Lets you chat with us throughout Saturdays. Also access to different podcasts and other work we do. $5 a month is a great, I think it's a great value, let me tell you.
Just $1.25 a week. You too can support a sicko.
You too.
Go to our merch store, sickoscommittee.org. I am dropping this week just a plain black hoodie that says Sickos Committee in big white across the chest. Calling it the classic. Go to our YouTube, go to our Instagram, go to our Twitch. We're going to start twitching for Maction.
Yeah, so our plans are to do some Twitch, like live watch-alongs with Mactions on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays, we record our podcast at night, so maybe some other folks, but I want to be doing it on Wednesdays for sure. So on Wednesdays, you may get the podcast crew in the Twitch just doing some Maction watch-alongs.
Shout out to Much More Geniuses podcast. They go the places we refuse to go. Shout out to Feed Your Mascot podcast. Our friends Jeff and Blue talk about college football and the culture around it. And every Saturday, if, for example, your cable package or YouTube TV package no longer has ESPN, use the varsity app and listen to the College Football Blitz. They take you around the country to all of the games and the best radio calls you'll ever hear. My favorite one this week was from SMU, where the dude was screaming at the end, "The U is now for SMU." You down.
You down. We'll talk about that.
Cal, Virginia. Virginia 31, Cal 21. This was Virginia's first win ever in the Pacific time zone.
Wow.
They've only played there 4 times
Good for
before.
Virginia, but I'm a little disappointed.
Why?
Because I only score watched this game. But score watching this game, Cal was keeping it close. And it is helpful for Pitt if Virginia loses. But they never quite pulled it off.
JKS had a bad game, 2 interceptions. Cal had 4 drives ending UVA territory, and 2 of which were interceptions. Like that's what you can't win like that, guys. You can't win like that. Bowl eligible UConn.
That's right. Bowl eligible UConn. Let's
And
do
they
it.
made it look pretty easy.
I did. Memphis, was it hard to beat UAB?
Unbeaten at home UConn.
Sorry, you don't just walk into the rent.
Elwood's UConn just out here like, what? Like it's hard?
What? Like it's hard, Memphis?
We've mentioned his name before, but I do love their quarterback's name, Joe Fagnano.
Fagnano. Yeah.
Yeah, a great Connecticut name. He
Totally.
was 23 for 30, 267 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Fagnano has had 42 career touchdowns at UConn, second only to Dan Orlovsky.
Whoa.
UConn is 9-1 over the last 2 seasons at home.
You don't just walk into the rent.
Apparently not. It has the Jordan Hare magic.
That kind of makes sense to me, though, with UConn being an independent, because when you're in a conference, you have like good teams in your conference that have to play road games at your stadium. When you're an independent, you're scheduling all that on yourself. So for UConn, I would imagine if they're playing a really good power conference team, they're probably not getting a home and home. So yeah, I would assume that most of the teams that are playing at UConn are going to be beatable if they're playing at UConn in the first place.
Still hard to keep that kind of record. I'm just saying.
No, it's still impressive. It's just not like I don't know.
Yeah, look, I want to give a shout out to Joe Fagnano from Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Hey!
That's right, the Little League World Series. 22 touchdown passes, 0.
Technically, the Little League World Series is in South Williamsport.
Oh my God. Damn it. All right.
I've been lucky.
How dare you? 22 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the season. Again, shout out to Skylar Bell. Skylar Bell, wide receiver, UConn. Amazing season. Set a school record already, right? With 11 touchdown catches?
Yep, in a single season. Ties a school record.
My God.
I don't know what y'all were watching on Saturday night. There was a baseball game on.
There was. I was watching it.
Baseball?
Basically the only baseball game I've watched this season.
Yeah, like even I watched the baseball game.
Well, I was focused on Hawaii 38, San Jose State 45. I was screaming about this, and everyone on the timeline was not now, sickos. This isn't the time for this.
This game was late enough that there was it was, I don't know if it was past halftime, but it was at very least you could watch 2 quarters of this game after the baseball ended.
I ended up giving up and going to bed, not
The
because
baseball
this game wasn't still on, but because
when-
I was tired.
The baseball ended, I think, when this was in mid third quarter.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like Utah and Cincinnati was near fourth quarter, like starting the fourth.
And it was like spiritually over.
It was kind of
That was-
pretty much done.
Yeah, I had a Panther bomb yesterday for the first time in years.
Yo!
So that had me still up for the entirety. I made it to the end of this game.
What's a Panther bomb?
It's Red Bull.
It's
and
in the chat
and
if you
blue
scroll up.
curacao and probably vodka. This is a thing that you get at a bar that is now dearly departed. When Arthur and I were in school, you got it at Peter's, which is now Mario's. Peter's went out of business, and when Peter's went out of business, Panther Bombs moved to Jean's Place, which is delightful. Hole in the wall bar, not a weird bar to be at as alumni, which is nice. For a bar in Oakland run by a guy who has a PhD and teaches at Carlo. And yeah, it's like blue curacao, vodka, and Red Bull. Live your life.
Yeah, but
someone on Reddit saying it might be peach schnapps, blackberry schnapps, and blue curacao.
Yeah, I don't know. It's blue and Red Bull.
Yeah, I don't know the recipe, but I know it's Red Thunder, but the
At Jeans, it's Red Thunder.
yeah, the main thing is that just the Red Bull, drinking that at the time of day that I would be at Jean's place, it's not something I've done in a long time.
When San Jose State's offense cooks, it cooks.
It
Walter
does.
Eget to Danny Scudero just hit the repeat button, slamming it like the little kitty. Love it. More. And Kansai Matsuzawa, the Tokyo Toe,
Yes.
has tied the Hawaii record for most field goals in the season at 21. He is still perfect on the year.
Hell yeah.
We got to see his
Also-
jersey in the College Football Hall of Fame, which was
Yeah,
amazing.
they brought it
already.
in.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
There was a onside kick at the end of this game by Hawaii where it was a good onside kick. They just couldn't get it. But in terms of the kick, it did everything that you'd want in terms of going 10 yards. It kind of bounced around in a way that they could have recovered it. They just didn't.
That one and the Vandy onside kick about killed me this weekend because those were two that were so close to getting picked up and could have changed the outcome of the game very easily.
Onside kicks are hard.
They are difficult.
We did get to see a fair caught onside kick this weekend as well. I can't remember what game it was, but it was, I don't know. Central Michigan 21, Western Michigan 24. Western wins the victory cannon, I believe, is one of the trophies, and then also is guaranteed to keep the MAC 3-way trophy.
The MAC polycule remains at Western.
Someone I do a lot of those graphs, by the way, that have all the team logos on them or that have team names. And someone has figured out that where you don't want to be is the triangle between Central, Eastern, and Western. If your team's data falls in that triangle, bad times.
Not good.
I love that kind of mathematical perfection. Western held Central to 55 rush yards. That's not how you're going to win a game, Central. Sorry.
I mean, Central's coach is the old Army O-line coach.
Yeah.
So if you stop them from running the ball, you kind of stop Central.
They did have to have a comeback at least, the Broncos had to come back to win this game, but still.
Western Michigan has been sneaky sickos this year. Like they've had some drama. They lost to North Texas in OT. They beat Toledo on by a point on a fourth quarter comeback with 6 minutes left.
Remember that.
And then this game against Central. Western Michigan 5-4, Central Michigan now 5-4. Both teams on the verge.
Kalamazoo was almost sold out. The crowd was fucking great. It was one of the best action crowds I've seen in ages.
Oh man!
By the way, one of the action games this week is UMass in Akron.
Yeah. We got Kent State and somebody else too, which is going to be awesome. On Wednesday. I want to say this. My neighbor is a graduate of Central Michigan.
Yeah.
And, he came over for Halloween and we were giving out candy. And I'm like, I had to break it to him. I was like, hey man, we've been hanging out with Eastern Michigan a lot this year. And he was like, that's fine. As long as you're not hanging out with Western Michigan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Okay. So Central and Western, they don't like each other. And Eastern's just kind of there, I guess. I don't know.
That feels right.
It feels right. It's just I don't know. Central and Western are the ones they buck heads the most, and Ypsilanti's just there. To him, he's just no, Eastern, I don't like them, but I hate Western more. But Western got the win this weekend, so I apologize to my brother-in-law, who's also a Central Michigan grad, and my neighbor right around the corner.
Briefly, I would like to interject just to appreciate the two small children in redacted Pennsylvania municipality trick-or-treat who were dressed up as tiny Notre Dame football players.
That's adorable.
I don't support Notre Dame, but it was very, very cute.
Y'all, Boise lost at home. Boise lost a conference game at home.
They didn't just lose either.
It got
Fresno State
Yeah.
30,
man.
Boise State 7. Hey.
Yee.
Madsen Maddox is a pretty good quarterback, not great.
Maddox
Well-
Madsen, baseball player first, Madsen second.
But their backup, no, ain't it. Not going to work. This is the first regular season conference loss on the blue turf since 2021.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like, it's a 16.
You know, it's funny, like the Americans started cannibalizing each other a little bit for like that weird like G5 playoff spot. They started eating each other. And then like I was like, oh, is Boise gonna sneak in this spot now? And it's like Boise was like, nope, sorry, you guys.
And also when you think about like what Fresno State did last week, this was a big surprise.
Fresno State had 30 points and 35 yards of passing.
I still don't understand. They were They were 10 for 21 passing.
Yeah.
The yards per pass, 1.7 yards per pass.
Mm-hmm.
EJ Warner didn't play, so he may have been out too. So was it both teams with backups?
Might have been.
Yeah. Max Cutforth was the other one, and it's just, and it's 30-7. I mean, 3 turnovers by Boise on the blue turf.
Just wild shit that Boise got pushed around at home, and that's so fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
So wild to see.
Yeah, man. I'm still baffled by this. I look at this score and I'm like, what happened? And then I go to the third quarter because it was 10-7 at halftime.
Yep.
Boise went fumble, interception, punt. Like they didn't have the ball for more, and then they went punt, downs, punt. Yeah, I mean just nothing. They did nothing in the second half, and they got blown out.
East Carolina did awful things to Temple.
Yeah. I did say on the Tuesday show that I did not think this week was going to be the week that Temple makes bowl eligibility, but I do still believe in bowl eligible Temple.
They need one. They need one of at Army, Tulane at home, at North Texas.
I think it could happen. Temple's bitey. They almost beat Navy. I think at Army is not out of the realm of possibility. Don't at me.
I think it is 5-4.
Army lost to an FCS team. Temple could do it.
I mean, I'm just thinking back to last year when like ULM got to 5 wins. I don't know. I feel like we gotta stop getting ahead of ourselves.
Maybe
like jinxing teams, talking about them too. Like let's let them do it, and then we can.
Yeah.
If it's a team where like making a bowl game is especially noteworthy, I feel like we can wait till they do it because when it happens, it's not going to be diminished.
Yeah, that's fair. This is my cosmic punishment for looking at Temple football.
FPI has Temple at 62% to make a bowl game right now.
Okay.
I do love that every team, big or small, gets the bowl-bound shirts from the bowl season. And so you have the New Mexico guys that were like so hyped for it. And
I would be too.
And I just trying to figure out if you handed a Notre Dame player a congrats your bowl eligible shirt, like I just don't feel it will have the same hit.
Do you think it just winds up like here we go? It's in the dresser drawer that maybe I'll wear to go to bed in. I mean,
this is my like 3X bedtime shirt.
Yeah.
I think if you are a player, especially at a major college football program, the amount of just like free shirts that you're getting because of various apparel stuff, events, you probably have. I mean, I wasn't an athlete and I had so many free shirts when I was a student. Like,
true facts.
It just doesn't move the needle at a certain point. I am glad though that bowl season is making shirts again because I feel like they didn't do it.
They didn't do it last year.
And they're back. Again. They're different shirts, so maybe I have to buy one again because they're different shirts now.
UTSA 48, Tulane 26. Holy shit.
Yeah, Tulane, are you okay?
No.
No, I can see this coming.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just UTSA at home.
So
Yeah, man.
UTSA is 24-0 at home in
Yeah, man.
conference.
You don't go to the Alamo Dome. Like, there's something about that building, which we made fun of Jeff Traylor for saying it, but there's something about that building in UTSA. They're 24-0 against American Conference opponents in the Alamo Dome.
Not
Against their conference.
Commish,
American
are you
and-
saying that one does not simply walk into the Alamo Dome?
One does not simply walk into the Alamo Dome
Okay.
against American Conference opponents.
and their last conference too. It goes between two conferences worth.
Well, yeah.
New Mexico 40, UNLV 35. Like New
Vegas,
Mexico, like. Well, hold up, I have it.
eligible.
Vegas, baby.
Where is it?
It's Vegas, baby.
There it is.
That's right.
Can we get like a slot machine noise?
I need some like ding, 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 like
Yeah.
hell jackpots over here. It's Vegas, baby.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's right.
This caused one of my biggest pet peeves this weekend, which is when people start already selling coaches off to the next job because they have a good year at a G5 school. Let New Mexico enjoy Jason Eck. Don't like, I know Wisconsin's sitting there, like he's a Wisconsin alum. Wisconsin's sitting there drooling.
Yeah, no, let New Mexico have this.
Let the Lobos enjoy this. Like, I don't even think I'm still going back to our preview pod on New Mexico when we're just like, okay, their athletic director left, their quarterback left, like everybody left at the transfer portal.
Their wife left.
Yes,
Probably.
you know.
Just let me enjoy the season. Just
Look.
let me enjoy.
I'm excited for New Mexico. Just like I man, it's cool to see Albuquerque like this. It's cool to see the Lobos like this. It is
Like,
cool.
the crowds are there too, man.
They're
These are some of the best attended New Mexico games in a while.
yeah, man. This is. I mean, they embraced the turquoise. They brought that back. They brought all this stuff back. And
Like, just immaculate vibes. Yeah.
he's hitting every single note you need to do as a coach. And I mean, to get this win over Dan Mullen and UNLV in this fashion, like this is a shootout. Like, I mean, you had to do it this way. Like, you're not going to shut down UNLV's offense. Like, you had to do it in this style and fashion. And New Mexico was able to do it. Like, New Mexico outgained UNLV 532 yards. They passed. New Mexico passed.
Yeah.
Like, New Mexico makes their hay running the ball. But in this game, they passed for 401 yards on only 20 completed passes. Jack Lane.
How old is Jeff Sims? Do we know?
24?
I'm gonna guess
Yeah,
like
it's just-
23.
23. He was born January 1, 2002.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think I can remember where I was January 1st that year, which weirds me out that someone was
January 1st,
2002.
2002?
Yeah, I think I very much know.
I-
that.
I
can
had
tell you
not yet
exactly where I
turned
was.
7.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't remember
Lord.
my slogan for 2002, but I remember it was drama free in 2003.
I feel
How'd
like
that go for you?
Do you still do slogans?
In 2003, it was like drama free in 2003, and then somebody bit somebody at the New Year's party at like 12:15. I was like, "What the fuck is going on, Monroe?" Dude? But it's just,
The zombies disease came in.
I just like it was like drama free 2003, and I'm I don't want to go into too much details, but I'm in my room with whatever. It's midnight. And then all of a sudden I just hear in the hall like, "Oh my God, he bit me!" It was
What the fuck?
It's a bad
I was
start.
like, "What the?" It was a bad start to drama 3 in 2003. It was a bad start.
I can't remember anything specific about New Year's 2002, but just based on like where I've resided, I am pretty sure that I'm in the exact same place physically that I was in January 1st, 2002. Because I mean, at that age, I would have already been asleep at this time of night. But other than that, I guess I'd be like one room like over.
Yeah. I don't know if I stayed up for midnight 2002. I remember midnight 2000. I was allowed to stay up for midnight 2000, and I remember it.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. I mean, also, we were all worried that the world was going to end. So, like, might as well stay up for it.
Yeah, might have been a good thing to happen. I don't know. I remember January 1st, 2003 because that was when I was living in Japan. So it was different. We got to do the whole like Japanese New Year.
Nice.
Jeff Sims, Old Man Sims as they call him, I'm sure. Or probably
Old
Dr.
Man.
Jeff Sims.
Dr. Jeff.
He had a fucking great game. Arizona State's backup. Like set a school record for QB rushing, 228 yards.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Sims legacy game.
Seth Jims.
Yeah. Sims Jeff. Jim's Seth, whatever. The 88-yard run that he had in this game is basically his legacy. I mean, he even made Kenny Dillingham tear up in the post-game press conference.
Aw.
That's not hard. Kenny's a big teddy bear.
Yeah, but like we love that, no coach.
Yeah, we do love that. He's like, man, Jeff.
No, I like my coach is weirdly unemotional about everything.
He's the starter going forward, right? Because I saw that their starting quarterback's out for the season.
Yeah.
Seth Jims.
Seth Jims.
Speaking of undefeated teams going down, Georgia Tech loses to NC State because the fucking ACC just vomits up answers.
Every time I flipped over to this game, I was just like, Georgia Tech, what the fuck are you doing? Because like, beat the shit out of this NC State team. They're not good.
To be fair, I've had that thought about Georgia Tech at several points this year.
Yeah, I guess they stopped. Like they kept fucking around and they finally found out. But like,
I feel like the ACC is a bunch of fuck around, find out teams.
Georgia Tech still played well on one side. Like the offense made mistakes in terms of like, they didn't play a clean game, but they were still effective. Like
Haynes King threw for 408 and ran for 103.
Haynes King.
Great stats that they put up, but then they gave up 48 points. And yeah, I mean, after the Pitt game ended, right, because the Pitt game was a 3:30 kick. I think this was like a 7 or 7, something around there.
7:30.
And so after all those like afternoon games finished, people were trying to figure out like, okay, like where does everyone stand in the ACC championship game
Jesus
standings, right? Because so one thing, you can't just look at the standings, right? Because teams have played different numbers of conference games. So like there, even if you look at the head-to-head standings, there's different numbers of games, so that messes it up. But I went through the whole thing and I was like, okay, here's where this team stands, here's where that team stands. I did a whole thread on Blue Sky telling you like, okay, this team has tiebreakers over like team X, Y, and Z. If they went out, here's how this would play out.
You got to take the ACC week to week. That's just too much to like forecast in advance.
Literally, I mean, because I posted this at like, I don't know, 8:00, and less than 3 hours later, it was all out of date.
Yeah, I was like, you can't do it. Can't do it with the ACC.
I was sad to see Georgia Tech lose this game because I'd put together a scenario where the ACC would have 5 teams tied at 7-1, and there would be like a circle going around where like every team had lost to one other team and beaten one other team to make like a perfect 5-team circle of equivalent. I don't even know how you'd break those ties. And Georgia Tech immediately goes and loses, and it's impossible now to have that 5 years
I'm
out.
actively looking at this Blue Sky thread right now. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a mess. Just I like that NC State still has the power to rise up and do this out of nowhere. And like, where did this NC State team come from?
Everyone just goes, well, shit. Now we can't fucking fire Dave Doherty again.
Again, Dave Doran is Highlander. There's
He's
only one,
Highlander.
but also he's eternal. It's fine. Just keep
NC
him.
State has a bye, and then after the bye, they play Miami.
It's fine. That sounds
Yeah.
fine.
Well, hey,
that-
you know what?
yeah.
That doesn't really matter for the ACC championship game anymore. So
Nope, not really.
it is the one thing I'll say about NC State. It is kind of funny seeing people like, whoa, like how could they beat Georgia Tech? You know, that Georgia Tech didn't lose any other ACC games, you know, but they're losing to NC State. And it's like, well, I mean, NC State did beat another team that hasn't lost any ACC games.
I mean,
just
NC
that
State-
wasn't a conference game.
Nope.
NC State also sitting at 5-4, 8-4, not out of the realm of possibility.
Nope.
Christ.
It's there. NC State is alive, folks.
I'm not saying it's likely. I'm saying it's not out of the realm
It's
of
there.
possibility.
It's there.
Pitt went to the farm and beat Stanford.
Eee.
Pitt Girl, do you have a
I mean, the main thing I have to mention about this game is that there was a doink, or what I would argue is a doink, in the first half of this game. Stanford made a field goal, but it hit the upright. It did do the doink before it went in, and I think that counts as a doink.
absolutely?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a doink. It's
Thank
a
you.
doink in.
I had people in my mentions arguing that that was not a doink because it scored, and I don't think
No,
that's true. I think
no.
if it hits the upright, it's a doink.
Yep.
Yeah, if it hits the upright and goes in, it's just a doink in.
Okay.
Doink is the celebration of the sound, not the result.
That's
you.
correct.
Yeah. So we got to see a Stanford doink. Also there were a lot of Pitt fans at this game, mostly in ratio to the Stanford fans, of which there were not very many.
Yeah, it was relatively a lot of Pitt fans.
Yeah, like broadly sparse. There's a reason why it was $7 to get in the door here, but you know,
Yeah.
I had a good time. Mostly, I was mad for a lot of this game, but then we won, so it was fine.
I was watching this game at a bar, which, you know, honestly, shout out to this whole YouTube TV ESPN thing for getting me out the house.
Mhm.
It's like I went to the bar, I had a good time, you know, I had a
Yeah.
Panther bomb.
Yeah.
But it was funny watching it in the bar because the one thing that the bar would get really animated for was that whenever Pitt's quarterback was scrambling, it was like, get down, slide, like the whole bar. Just,
Yeah, that's fair.
like of all of the things to get really animated about, that was the one thing that people were really invested in. But I feel like this game, it kind of showed me another area where EA Sports College Football has given me just more perspective, because in this game, in the second half, Pitt had a pretty sizable lead, like Stanford never threatened, and they just kind of started to screw around and do some dumb stuff.
Mhm.
And, you know, as some, like, honestly, like, yeah, when I'm playing EA College Football, I'm up big. Like, yeah, I get bored. I start messing around. Like, I do some stuff, you know, like, I get it now.
You fuck around, but the thing about fucking around is that then you find out sometimes.
Well, yeah, but it's like, okay, like I know I don't need to, like, I don't really need to score a touchdown here. When I'm playing the video game, I'm just trying to get my stats good for my players so they're happy with their playing time, and my play style grades are good. You know, I'm like, oh, I got to get more, like, I'm up 20, time to get some more completions to receivers, stuff like that. And other thing about this game, the house divided survived this game. So this did not tear us apart.
I'm glad.
I love that Pitt football did the Captain Andrew Luck meme after this one.
Yes, that was
Yes,
really good.
It was great. It was like, my dearest mother, I write to you after a long and trying engagement
I need to
against the forces of Stanford.
do a slow pan over it with a Shokin lullaby.
Yeah, no, we got Ashokan farewell. We got to do the Ken Burns Zoom. That
That's
was really good. Pitt
It's
social media,
stand-
like low key on a heater, because there was also a very good Halloween post where they're standing in a hallway in the great room in the Cathedral of Learning, and it's like students go, and it's the clip from it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's like, I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a quarter. I got a rock, and it's Rock the Panther with a plush Rock the
got a
Panther.
rock.
Beautiful. Arizona 52, Colorado 17. This was a bloodbath.
I know. I mean, they beat the Buffaloes to death in Tucson.
It was just
Okay.
bodies.
My God.
Now, we got to talk real fast about something. And we can hash this out more later on, but I want to put it in your heads. I want to track sad field goals because Colorado kicked a field goal to make it 52-17.
Yeah, they were down 52-14. And they kicked a field goal to make it 52-17. Now, the game's long out of reach at this point. And there's a certain point, it's like, I'll guess I get my kicker some practice.
Well,
I mean, he needs some live game reps, I guess.
So then, Commish, what is a sad field goal?
A lot
of people were saying it's like pornography. I know it when I see it.
I mean, to me, it's any field goal that doesn't change the win probability, where the win probability is so assured that a sad field goal doesn't change it. I don't know necessarily a numerical formula other than.
I have access to that data, and I started running it using the probability. So I think that's how I'm going to go.
Yeah, because I feel like it's one thing. Like, I don't really have a problem with a field goal when the game is this out of reach.
Yeah,
but if you're down 52-14, and I'm not sure exactly what the time was there, but there's no expectation that if you'd gone for it and scored a touchdown, you could have come back. So at that point, it's kind of like, okay, it's immaterial. You're just trying to end the game. The only it's when you're down by I don't know, 13, and it's like, oh, you took a 1-possession game or a 2-possession game to a 2-possession game, something like that. That's where it's really no good.
Yeah, like you're down 24, and then you kick a field goal to make it 21.
So there is a definition of garbage time.
Yeah, that's why I gotta figure that out. So
it might be any field goal kicked in garbage time.
I kind of feel like
does not bring you out of garbage time.
I feel like that's this if you kick a field goal and it doesn't change your. I mean, again, if you're down 26, you kick a field goal, and now you're down 23, so it's technically a 3-possession game. It goes from 4 to 3, and I'm like, I don't know. We gotta play with this though, but it's just yeah. I kind of gotta feel like you gotta wait for the opponent too, because if you're ULM playing Alabama, and it's the fourth quarter, and you haven't scored, and you kick a field goal just to get the 0 off the board, it's a sad field goal, but I mean, realistically, you ain't got a chance to come back, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll play with this. I'm putting this on everyone's heads.
We gotta play with it.
Memphis 38, Rice 14. We knew 5 people in the stands for that games, and that was probably half the crowd.
Shout out to Coach J. Arnold.
And CFB Campus Tours and other folks too.
It's great. Historic Rice Stadium.
Historic. I always say it. It's where JFK said we're going to the moon. They held a Super Bowl there, and I tripped the Bands of America contest on that field.
That's right. Did you fall or just trip?
I just tripped.
Okay.
It was on the old kind of turf where it's just that flat. There's no blades of grass. It's just
so you tripped but didn't fall.
Yeah, I stumbled.
Okay, it was a stumble. All right.
Duke 46, Clemson 45. Commish, when's the last time Clemson won at Duke or Duke won at Clemson?
1980.
Yep, October 18th, 1980.
I was not alive then.
Yeah, I don't think any of us. Yeah. So I
mean, if Commish wasn't alive, none of the rest of us were.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's just
that's how linear time works.
The girl did the head thing. Wait, nobody was alive then.
Ooh, it's not just me.
Usually when we have one of these, this hasn't happened in a very long time, and there's a date, I like to go back and just say, what was the number one movie, or just anything kind of culturally, just to put in your head how long ago this was. Box Office Mojo just doesn't have any data for that week. That's how long ago it was. The data gets really spotty when you get back this far. The only movie I can find as being listed as coming out that weekend is something called Motel Hell, which
Okay.
appears to be some sort of horror comedy.
That sounds about
The
right.
official Billboard website has put all their old charts behind a paywall, but I found another website, and then I looked it up on Wikipedia. Wikipedia says that the number one song at the time of that game was Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. So in lieu of finding box office numbers for that week, I have a list of people who made their film debuts in 1980. So these are people that their entire film acting career has happened in the time since Duke last won at Clemson. So we have Drew Barrymore, Pierce Brosnan, the late Robbie Coltrane, Joan Cusack, Willem Dafoe, the American Ninja himself, Michael Dudikoff, Michael J. Fox, Jeremy Irons, William H. Macy, Elizabeth McGovern, Michelle Pfeiffer, Gene Smart, Sharon Stone, John Turturro, who's doing those commercials now for Fox's kickoff show, Hugo Weaving, Bruce Willis, and Tom Hanks.
Okay.
So those are all people who have had a full acting career in the time since Duke won at Clemson.
I found the number one movie that time. It was called Private Benjamin,
Oh yeah, I know probably.
and it was
Okay.
starring Goldie Hawn, I believe.
Yeah, I've seen this
Yeah.
movie.
A sheltered young high society woman joins the United States Army on a whim and finds herself in a trickier situation than she ever expected.
Dabo was 10 years old the last time Duke won at Death Valley.
Dabo was 10 watching Private Benjamin.
Miami 20, SMU 26. We had field goal controversy. We had a ball that went over the post.
Need the lasers up there.
I guess. I watched that live and thought it was wide right.
It looked like it went over the top. And the thing that I hate when it goes over the top, it's like, okay, if it goes over the top, that means the pole would have been there and it would have been like a really, really tall doink. And I don't know. It was.
You don't know which way it would have doinked.
We don't know. Yeah, we have no idea.
Now we're talking about inelastic collisions and angles and shit.
No, but what I'm hearing here is that we need to build infinitely tall goalposts.
Yes, we need to extend the goalposts at least 20 feet taller.
So that we can the doink.
Yes, we need more doink area.
What if we extended them with a different material so that it would sound like you'd get a different sound?
Ooh,
So-
like vibroslap material.
Well, now
right, where it's like you hit the main part, it's like a C, and if you hit the extended part, it's like a G, something like that.
Beth, musician, how does this work?
That wouldn't work.
Okay.
Because that's
Would-
not how
would-
goalposts work.
If it's higher from the crossbar, which the crossbar, I guess, is the...
I mean, if we make it thinner as it goes up, it's
Well,
going to
okay.
sound different if you hit it
What
in
if-
different places, right?
So we're thinking about this entirely wrong.
Okay.
What we really need here is field goal theremin.
Okay.
Ooh!
Yes. Put a chip in the ball.
Okay.
Right.
You don't even need it.
You don't
Yeah.
even need to put a chip in the ball. You just need to break the plane.
Yeah, and then you get the sound, and you know if it went through because you get the Beth, you're a genius.
Yeah, holy shit.
TM,
Beth.
TM.
Field goal
Registered
theremin.
trademark of the Sickos Committee.
Okay.
It didn't matter because the goalpost came down anyways. They ripped them out of the ground.
They did.
They did not get to the sea, Pitt Girl. They did not get to water. They were chopped up and sent to frat houses.
Ew. But that's not what the goalposts want.
Yeah.
No, they yearn for the sea. I watched this whole game in between my kiddos' 2 doubleheader flag football games. I watched this whole game, and I was just incredibly frustrated with Miami. Just like I'm not taking anything away from SMU at all. Like SMU won this game, but like Miami is just incredibly frustrating. like incredibly. There are so many like mistakes that is just like, what is practice like? What is coaching like? There's so many things, even on the Carson Beck interception at the end in OT. Yeah, I'm just looking at the route that's running. And I'm not blaming the receiver here, but the receiver, if he's running like an in, he needs to run like straight across and just keep bringing it that way. But like at a point, he started backing out that allowed the cornerback to come in and intercept it. It's just like there's penalties.
Well, talk about the penalty.
Look,
Got
man.
called for unnecessary roughness on 4th down because
Miami tried to down a punt, like a 73-yard punt, and they should have downed it, and they just like wound up kicking it like the yakety sax thing into the end zone for a touchback. There was it was so many things that Miami did, like just like they did not help themselves. There was a point where like A&M, Texas A&M, under Elko, like they don't beat themselves, and like Miami hasn't figured out how to do that too. And it's frustrating, and it feels like it's coaching here. But Miami, like what happens here is that it's 4th and 9. Miami's got basically it's 20-17. It's like Miami could win this game. Stop them on 4th and 9. It's it. You win. It's over. So Cristobal wants to talk about the defense or whatever. And he's like, let's call a timeout. But as that's like, it's like right as the ball is snapped. And so one of the defensive linemen hears the whistle and stops. Reuben Baines stops. The other one, Marquise Lightfoot, doesn't hear the whistle, and he hits the quarterback and gets an unnecessary roughness penalty that gives SMU a first down, and they advance it further to get the field goal. So like on a game-winning potential like play, that happens. And if you want to call it Miami fraud watch, but it's just like you're not good enough.
Yeah,
to win.
This one did not feel like fraud watch to me.
This was just like you're not good enough. Like you're not disciplined enough. You should probably have this one wrapped up a little bit further. But credit to SMU for winning this. Like you stopped SMU's running offense like the entire game.
Yep.
Until overtime.
And then they ran 4 plays in a row.
Yeah, they ran 4 plays in a row in OT. They finished with
Louisville was fraud watch. This was just a banger.
SMU finished with 23 rushing yards versus Miami. They got them all in overtime. This is the fewest in a win over AP top 10 opponent, and Mike Leach in Mississippi State took down LSU in 2020. That's when Mike Leach and LSU, Mike Leach in Mississippi State threw for 620 something yards passing.
That was that uncut
KJ Costello game, and you knew that the Bo Pelini defense was cooked in 2020 to start that. Yes,
Beth, West Virginia won a football game.
So I missed the vast majority of this game because I had a musical rehearsal that ran through the morning. The first time I found out what was going on was when you guys told me what was going on.
Yeah, you posted on Blue Sky, and we're like, and we're like, what happened? And I was like, your team is winning.
Yeah. I did manage to see some of the end of this game. I don't understand it at all.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah, it didn't make any.
Beth, what did Puddle say?
Oh my god.
What did Puddle say, Beth?
All right, so we found our quarterback, we fixed it, everything's fine now. And then, hang on, let me get the exact quote because I don't want to misquote Dad. Hey kids, we're still bowl eligible. Just thought of that.
Oh no.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct, Your Honor.
Oh my god. And then then he started texting me. Like, that was all in the fam text, which was a fucking rodeo. And then he started texting me, and he's like, he's just super excited. He's like, amazing is not a strong enough word to describe this game. And then 2 minutes later, he just wrote, amazing. I changed my mind.
Also, listener, just to keep everybody on the same level here, West Virginia is 3-6, and so
Yes.
like technically still bowl eligible.
I like this. I like their schedule. It like next week it's Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Plausible.
okay,
Yeah,
they're both
plausible.
3-6. That's fine.
Uh-huh.
Then the
Then
degree
what
of
happens?
difficulty ramps up a little, a little. You got Arizona State,
Maybe.
and then the
A little
big
bit
wheel,
more.
the big wheel ramps up further to try to get to that bowl eligibility win. It's Texas Tech.
Yeah, no, okay. No,
Yeah, this is
stick a
so
fork in
funny.
y'all. It's done.
No, Puddle sees the-
Houston was ranked.
Houston was ranked. Also, Texas Tech is playing at West Virginia, which is a choice.
A moment to talk about this. This does mean that, like, if assuming that Houston is ranked at the end of the year, this will give Rich Rod 2.0 one more win against a ranked opponent at the end of the year than Neil Brown had in his entire tenure.
Jesus.
Wow.
That in the game that just happened, we also scored more against an FBS team than Neil Brown did in his entire tenure.
Boy.
Yeah. It's
Ouch.
fine. It's all fine.
USC 21, Nebraska 17. Dylan
Ironically
Rail.
enough, that was not the most surreal football result of my weekend.
No. Dylan Rail is out for the season with a broken fibula.
Oh no.
So he's out.
It's unfortunate, friendo.
They're
That's
bowl
awful.
eligible though. That's good though.
Notre Dame 25, Boston College 10. Notre Dame tried 3 different kickers and none of them could get the ball through the uprights.
Yeah, this score is a little bit misleading because Boston College kept it relatively close for a while, which is a little concerning for Notre Dame people.
Well, I mean, shout out to Boston College for the longest scoring drive of the week.
Woo!
21 plays, 74 yards, 11 minutes, and 20 seconds, resulting in a 25-yard field goal.
Hell yes.
Bill O'Brien, baby.
Indiana
gonna be
55, Maryland 10. The merciless killing machine that is Indiana. Just, it's a joyless killing machine, and I love it.
Yep, it's very good. If
Sir.
if any team has to be a killing machine, Indiana.
Sir, the second Mendoza has entered the game.
Mm-hmm. 23,000 likes on that tweet. I'll never understand the internet.
There is another Mendoza.
I'm not even going to hit the music for Vanderbilt 31, Texas 34.
That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good. You feel like,
Man, you hit that music for beating Kentucky and Mississippi State in overtime. There we go. Now we
I sang it for you because you were too cowardly to hit the button.
Yeah.
you hit the button, folks.
I sang this for you.
Oklahoma
You're welcome.
Oklahoma 33, Tennessee 27. Thank you so much. I want to talk about Tate Sandal, who was wearing he's Oklahoma's kicker, blasting kicks from 50 plus, and wore shorts so short that Kirk Herbstreit got.
I swear to God, I'm the only person that remembers the Juan Price rule. There's a rule about this. It went into place after the 2016 team because Pitt had a defensive end. Juan Price, the E at the beginning is silent, who wore his shorts rolled up over his knees. He had his knee pads rolled up in his shorts, not breaking the rules. They made a new rule so that people were not allowed to continue to do this, and they just don't enforce it. And it pisses me off.
Listen,
he made a rule. They made a rule for him. Why did they make the rule if they're not going to enforce it?
If he wants to go out and kick the ball in cheekies, that's between him and his God.
For every kick
Look,
over 50,
if
they
the
should
Juan
cut
Price
another inch
rule
off
is
the
going to
short.
exist, you need to enforce it.
I think we just are trying to find a way for the players on the field to get into the trend of everybody taking their shirt off up in the stands. So I think that, you know, we need to keep finding ways to lose clothing in football games.
I
Georgia's
mean, like
going-
everybody in the stands is losing clothing lately.
Pants versus skins.
Yeah.
It was weird to see. Wait, what was his name? It's not Ralphie. Chet?
Chip.
Chip.
Colorado's costume mascot. He usually wears a shirt and no pants, but when he takes the shirt off, he feels real naked.
Yeah. I mean, we had this whole conversation about puddles.
Mhm.
Not Beth's dad, the duck.
Yep.
To be clear.
This game was a moment where I could tell who had money on it. This is Georgia's 24, Florida 20, because at the end of the game, something happened where a certain side of the bet would have been gone over, and Georgia decided to not go in the end zone.
Yeah, so Georgia's quarterback could get a first down without scoring a touchdown, but like they were right there on the goal line. He has, you know, he's running it, has a complete wide lane open to the end zone, and just takes a knee at the 1 rather than running it in. So they only won by 4 instead of winning by 11, which of course completely affects the spread. And I found this interesting in terms of what my reaction to it was, because like I'm not a fan, like I'm not bad, because I feel like I've been like sports online for a long time, and before this push, like people would talk about gambling, like it would just be a thing, but it wasn't all in your face, like it
No.
wasn't as ever present. It was something that like bad beats, like that SVP does on Sports Center, that predates all of this legalized sports betting. But this latest kind of where it's everywhere now, and there's ads and it's all gambling. Seeing something that screws over gamblers just makes me feel good. And I think this is interesting because with something like this, like half the gamblers are screwing over, the other half is helping. But just that some people got screwed makes me feel good. I don't know why that is.
I'm not laughing at the betting thing. I just remember Chip, the Colorado mascot, pointed the t-shirt cannon the wrong way.
Oh, and got it in.
I saw that and I was like, no. I just couldn't stop laughing, and I keep watching it over and over again.
So we have a few more things to mention.
Okay.
Portland State gets their first win after being in Commish's presence.
That's all right. I
We
mean,
lost the Portland State Vikings.
they upset Cal Poly on the road, and they got their first win. I mean, everybody gets one. We want to root for everybody to get one. Nobody would be winless. And Idaho's 2-0, and Portland State 1-0 after I left the building, and been in their presence. So, you know, shout out to the Vikings. First win, big win.
Monmouth wins even without Derek Robinson, their quarterback. He's injured his non-throwing wrist. They win 35-7 over Bryant.
35-7 in the sepia filter in the Mexican part of Rhode Island.
I want to mention Community Christian College.
Okay.
Played Snow College. Snow College wins 101-6. We got a real hundo.
I hate that Community Christian College uses like the Saints logo with like horrible C's in front of it.
Oh yeah, it's fucking awful.
It's awful. They're not even a real school, right?
Reddit
was like, they're not a real school.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they were a real school, they'd probably have their own logo.
Yeah.
You would think.
Then we need to talk about some safeties. I wasn't watching this because it was on Flow, but
Oh yeah.
we followed the William and Mary football account.
Yes.
And they mentioned that they were like had safety, second safety, a third safety has hit the building.
Yes.
Like, and
You
they
can
were
dance if you
all
want to. You can leave your friends behind.
off of blocked punts.
Yes. It was so
Every one of them was a blocked
ridiculous.
punt.
Every single one was a block punt, and I'm like, is there any one of these the punter's fault? And the third one probably was. Like, he was a little too slow. I would think he would be a bit like hurried if he'd already been blocked twice. But this punter was like, nah, I'm gonna take my time. That third one was like, no.
God.
No.
That special teams coach was in hell.
Just the worst day of your fucking life,
Like,
right?
Like, he's just like, no, there's no way they're gonna try to block it a third time. He just, let me take my time. Oh God, man, the third one was the one that cracked me up the most. Was the third one. Like, the first one was like, okay, they're coming for him. The third one was just, I don't know why he thought, like, he was
No,
like,
it's
let me
just-
line it up. I'll get it.
All
Like,
apart.
he's just trying to just check himself. It was just so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
So that is not the record for most safeties scored. We've all seen the game that had the most safeties scored in FCS. This was when the Weber State long snapper got the yips and just launched it out the back of the end zone several times.
This was the game, like, where I had to do a safety thread.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do a safety thread, like the long snapper. And then the messed up part is, like, Weber State had a chance to beat Montana State, and they lost the game 43 to 35, which all the safeties were the difference in the game.
But, man, it's good that when you do like a safety punt, you don't have to long snap it into the safety punt.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Probably could have just pooch punted it to the punter. I maybe just do the pooch punt. I think that's what you got to do if that happens. But yeah, that was the most safeties in a single game. The most punt blocks in a game. Again, involved Montana and Montana State.
Big Sky Bangers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Big Sky Bangers. And also Middle Tennessee and Mississippi Valley State. There were 4 punt blocks in that game. So the 3 punt blocks by William and Mary just missed the record by 1 for both of them. So also Dayton actually blocked, if you're talking about kicks, Dayton versus Davidson, Dayton blocked 3 field goals and 1 punt. Colgate blocked 3 punts and 1 extra point. Middle Tennessee blocked all punts. Montana blocked all punts. It's just, man,
Block
special
party.
teams just gotta be like, you're just.
Oh, hey, Commish, new
Yeah.
video idea. All the
Okay.
block punts that we could call it block party.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That-
that's fun.
That's fun.
That's gonna be. I don't know. That'll be
Beth.
tough to put together, but we can figure it out.
Hey, Beth,
Hey, what?
Teal won a football game.
Teal!
Teal.
They
Let's
won.
all squeal for Teal.
They won
Teal beat that ass.
48
I didn't know
20
Teal
for Byram.
Do that.
I didn't know they could score 48 points.
That's so
Cer-
many.
Certainly not in one game. That was fantastic. I was so thrilled for the Tomcats. I'm sad for Hiram College, who has one of my favorite logos in sports. I actually have a Hiram College shirt. But yeah, fantastic. Thrilled for Teal. They got a win, and it's not Bethany. This is huge.
You still have Bethany coming up, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so this could
Yeah.
be.
We might be looking at 2-win Teal if we play our cards right, kids.
They did score 38 against Geneva,
Yes.
Okay.
so they had it in the chamber. Okay, folks, it was a long episode, but we got through everything we wanted to talk about. We hope you enjoyed it.
Happy 2-year anniversary of Texas Tech football possum.
The last time the Penn State won a game, Robert Redford was still alive. The last time the Penn State won a game, you couldn't buy an iPhone 17. The last time the Penn State won a game, Teal didn't have any wins. And the last time the Penn State won a game, Taylor Swift only had 11 albums.